Okay, now that we had the exciting reveal, we are back in construction mode. So I have taped off a few things in efforts to keep things unscuffed and not have to paint again or do a whole lot of cleaning. So we'll see how long that lasts, but that took a fair amount of time to do, actually.
Next room to refit, the head. Starting with the framework, we're creating some unique elements to make the space really versatile.
Remember what all these little lines mean? No, it's not that cool seersucker pattern that I'm putting on this piece of plywood. We're gonna try to cut another radius. Haven't had a whole lot of success with this in the past. We did get one in the aft head. But it wasn't flawless, and it took quite a bit of epoxy work to make that look smooth. This one we're going to try again, see if I've learned anything from the last time. So far it's taken me about 15 minutes just to mark and draw all these lines, and they're far from perfect, obviously, but we just need some guides for the saw cutting because otherwise it doesn't turn out so well. So now we're going to get our little guide ready to go. And we'll just go zip, 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 and cut them all.
This looks fun.
I've turned into an accordion maker.
Oh.
Then I have another one to do.
Cool.
For the sink. Because this is only going to be 7 inches deep, and the sink is 8. I'm missing a half moon. What have you done with it?
I haven't done anything.
Found it. You kept it over here by your gummy bear wrapper.
Not mine.
Gummy bears. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventures that are beyond compare. Oh, that seems a little too far back.
With some expert level craftsmanship. Look at all these lines. All right, well, carry on.
Thank you, Kelly. Hopefully the light lasts a bit longer. All right, we have the little bench. I guess it's a bench for the shower, all ready for epoxy. Right now it's a little floppy, but we're gonna shore it up by filling all those little gaps with thickened epoxy. It looks like this. Pretty solid. Obviously we're gonna have to cut the contour of the hull, and on the inside added a little quarter or half a circle to maintain the shape. We'll fill all those little grooves with epoxy, fill all the screw holes, all the little imperfections, and then it'll be ready to be installed. After that, I think we'll just have to waterproof it with some of this stuff, which I haven't played with in a long time. And I'm not particularly excited about doing it again, but that's not so bad. Take this in, mix up some thickened epoxy, glue it all in there, and then we'll let it firm up overnight.
What's going on?
Working on this stuff. We've got this all warmed up and situated.
Cool. That is the sink basin countertop area?
Yeah, the sink will be right in this little bow out area right here. The toilet's gonna be right there. It's getting pretty crowded. Gotta figure out, what do you think we should do right here? Have some sort of hatch. You know, you can store extra stuff and cleaning products and stuff like that in there. Stowage. What do you think of the look?
I like it a lot. More rounded edges in this room versus everywhere else, but I really like it.
Well, yeah, both the heads have kind of a rounded look to them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be space age. But right now I'm gonna build this platform and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Sounds good. It's a tight fit.
Yes, it is. This is roughly what the back will look like. You gotta figure out what kind of like cubbies and doors and stuff you want cut into this.
Walk me through what you've done so far. This is a lot of progress that's been made.
This is basically all the pieces being put in to test fit it, and then we will actually install them.
Vanity countertop. Toilet will go right there. bench to put your feet on and shave your legs. And then there's you.
Yep, there's me. This thing jingles my paint. Got it.
Good. How's your dinghy?
It is alert.
It's very hard to film in this area. It's so tight. It's a tight fit. It's a lot happening in a small space.
That's basically how boats work, Kelly. Check the other side of the wall just to make sure I didn't do something stupid.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Nope, looks good.
It would be right here.
Whoopsie doodle. We could just put a picture over it.
So at this point, Chris is still working on the framework, but we have a few design elements scored out.
What?
Got the bones, the basics. Walls have been created, benches, cubbies, outlined.
We are deep in construction now. The space is a total disaster, but we're ready to start running the plumbing, which means accessing our water tank.
Just drop it low. Make it clap. Looks like you're just gonna fall right in.
I pretty much am. Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks for joining us again. We're still rebuilding the boat. It's miserable conditions outside, because it's not gorgeous snow, it's slush snow. So it makes things slippery. And then it turns to rain, and it's really cold. And it goes down your neck. It's very uncomfortable. But I do have these in my pockets.
Oh, nice.
I bought a whole pack full of them,
Sweet.
like a whole box. And that's awesome about these is they're warm, but when you come in here and you're like working hard and there's a heater on in here, they make your belly hot.
So what have we got going on down here?
Well,
I thought we were supposed to be in the head.
we are, but this is the plumbing part of the head.
Right.
So right here is the capped off shower drain, which is a 1-inch line.
Okay.
That will actually attach to, hold please,
Holding.
this line.
Ah.
And I'll eventually tie in there. Well, couple that, but I don't want to couple that yet until we get the shower in place and we're ready to go. This one is different. This is the 3/4 inch water supply line for the toilet flush because we have that toilet flushing tank in the front. So we have to make a T and then tie that into this. Under this is what we're just fastening. Here's our hot and cold lines for the forward head. We're only going to use the hot in the shower because if you're in the tropics, the cold water is almost hot. If we ever end up in the northern latitudes though, we can always tee into this hot line here and take it to the sink because the sink will have a mixer, but we're going to start it because we don't want to waste our hot water in the sink washing hands while it's warm. We're going to start it without. That's the plan. Right, Kel?
Right.
Kelly approved.
I approve.
She's also a superhero.
How's that?
That's what you're doing. No one told you to.
Nobody needs to.
Yeah. So this will go back here. Follow me, Kelly. So this is the head, or the pump, to all the sinks in the showers. So we brought these hot water and cold water lines all the way to here. We'll tee off the blue into this. We'll tee the red into this after it goes through a mixer so it doesn't scald us. And then we still need to send it aft and forward. So we've got the lines for the forward here. And I'm doing all sorts of other plumbing up in the front of the head. You want to walk through what we've done so far in the head?
Sure.
I make a lot of noises now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm 40,
You're just 40?
noises come. Don't make any noises there, Miss 30.
Hey, I did stuff today.
Get out of here.
I can make noises.
So this blue line right here goes down and meets at this T, okay? And so this blue obviously goes into that. And then they will travel up under this little cubby, through this hole, and wind up here for the shower. And then the red will just take this piece. This is a 90. and it will end up going up as well. But we won't tie those in until we're installing the actual shower fixture, because the tricky part will be to feed them down through, not to connect to them from behind.
There we go.
Yep.
Yep.
So, put a little support in there. Those will just snake up through this hole, and I'm going to widen this to accommodate both, and then I'll split apart.
Cool.
That's just one part of the plumbing. There's so much to do. So we need to tee into this to send this up and around back through there. Then we have to install the vented loop. Okay, what else do you want to do? What do you want to do next?
I know, let's work on the shower pan.
Okay. Our foam is set. I've been cutting and fitting everything as kind of a quick tester before we permanently install it. And the last step I have to do is this. This will be the shower floor. This is the rigid foam that obviously makes the floor completely waterproof once it's finished. So I put a couple of layers of fiberglass on the back. It's been a while since I've done that, but I'm sure I'll get a nice taste of it as we waterproof the bathroom walls. But this looks pretty good. We're going to use one side as kind of a berm. This is 1 inch thick. We will route this down to about 1/2 inch thick, but also contour it to where the drain will live, which is right here. And this is all conceptual. So here's the shower pan. I've got it all glassed out. We're gonna try the vacuum bag thing that we did on the refrigerator lid. That seemed to work pretty well.
Here's a quick flashback to the vacuum process for the fridge we did a few months ago last summer.
It's not as hot as it was, so the fast epoxy won't fire off as quick, and even though they say they're vacuum bags, they definitely leak air in, so you have to constantly be on it with the shop vac. But we're gonna see how it goes. You gotta cover it with peel ply and then some cotton batting to absorb anything extra, and then we'll stick it in the bag with some supports to try to keep it nice and tight around the edges. So let's see how this goes. The one thing that sucks about this process is you get it all in there, you're fighting it, you don't know if you've got it all set up correctly, and then you suck on it and it looks good, but you just gotta sit here and wait and wait and wait for a long time to hope this works. So far though, this one is holding the vacuum way better than the last one did, which is good news, because the last one I had to come back every 15 minutes or so and suck on it again. Sometimes I just let it go perpetually for a few minutes until I felt like I was going to burn out the vacuum. So anyway, we're just going to let this sit, suck on it real quick for just another second, tighten this clamp down, and then let it sit until it's nice and firm. Shouldn't be too long. It's fast hardener and it's about 70 degrees in this basement. Oh!
Whoa!
This one worked a lot better than last one. It did not lose its section. Edge to this.
That'll do. Sweet.
And then the hole for the drain will be right here in this area.
Oh, so that butthole was not intentional.
No, that's just where the vacuum bag sucked everything to.
Let's get a closer look. Yep.
Time to test fit the shower pan.
Well, we have a shower floor. Doesn't look pretty. No, it doesn't. But it will once we fair and sand, and it's strong. We're going to have to tweak this just a bit because I want to caulk it in place, so I don't want it to be as squeaky, even though it's just a bare little flex. It's not really even flexing, it's just kind of hinging on something in the middle there, so a little bit more sanding to be done, but for now it looks pretty good. And it's waterproof. And even if water gets in the middle is waterproof, so we're good. Should be nice.
Well, that's it for this week's episode. We started out 2022 with a lot of momentum and a lot of encouragement from you guys. We really appreciate all the comments. Happy New Year to all of you. We really appreciate the support. So thank you for sticking with us and continuing to watch our videos. It means a lot.
Tune in next week as we run more plumbing and tackle the electrical for the head.
Hey you, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to keep following along, become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button below. And special thanks to our patron crew. We really appreciate your support.
Because let's be honest, it takes a lot of time to edit these videos.
Why waste wood?
You wouldn't. How many inches do we have behind that? What'd you say?
7.7.
Okay.
777.7.
It's a lot of sevens. So, this is what Grace has been doing. Working away in the head.